If you have no threat of deadly force and you're welcoming somebody by saying, touch me again and see what happened, and then you go to kill that person, now you're in trouble for premeditation.
Police say the confrontation began when it was raining and Anthony sat under the tent where Metcalf and his team were sitting. Police say Metcalf asked Anthony to move from under the tent. Officer Taylor Wetzel wrote in an affidavit that a witness told him Anthony grabbed his bag, opened it, and warned Metcalf, touch me again and see what happens. Witnesses told police Metcalf then touched or grabbed Anthony while trying to move him, and Anthony allegedly pulled out a knife, stabbed Metcalf once in the chest. Metcalf's twin brother, Hunter, was standing next to him.
We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, you need to move. He's like, make me move. Austin grabbed his backpack.
Harris says those facts could become critical for jurors.
The prosecution could say that he was kind of asking for it. I think the flip side for the defense, when you think about it, these are 17-year-old boys. And I was 17 at one point in time, and so you think about 17-year-old boys don't make the best decisions.
In an arrest affidavit, Officer Eduardo Cortez said, as we were walking him, Anthony, to the squad car, the suspect was emotional and said, he put his hands on me. I told him not to. Another officer later wrote, Anthony made another spontaneous statement and asked if what happened could be considered self-defense. Harris says those statements are important because they may help Anthony's attorneys get self-defense in front of a jury.
I don't know how the trial is going to end up going, but I think that once you pull a knife out on a person who does not have a weapon and you say, touch me again and see what happens, therefore you have now created premeditation. Because you could just move, but you don't want to move, and you're creating a scenario where you are not trying to avoid a situation. You have a deadly weapon, and now you're going to use it. Somebody grabbing you is not deadly force. Somebody pushing you is not deadly force. So if you're going to use deadly force against somebody, it needs to be comparable. That means that you need to have a threat of deadly force in order for you to use a deadly weapon against somebody. If you have no threat of deadly force and you're welcoming somebody by saying, touch me again and see what happened, and then you go to kill that person, now you're in trouble for premeditation. And I'm sad for both of the boys. You know, I really am sad for Karmelo. If the other boy didn't die, I would think that they would give Karmelo another opportunity to let him do some rehabilitation, maybe see why he's so angry, why is he carrying a knife. But since the other kid died, man, it's kind of hard to give you any leeway, man. You kill somebody.